everyone. Today we're going to learn about art in China, and I have some elementary art projects for you here at Blue Seed. And the first one we're going to be doing is a fan. So I'm excited, and I'd like to teach you a little bit first. So, which country on the continent of Asia? Sorry, can you cut that out?
Yeah.
Okay. I just read it all wrong. Today we are going to be learning about art in China, which is a country on the continent of Asia. China is famous for many things, such as the Great Wall of China. It is the largest man-made structure in the world, over 5,500 miles long. One of the well-known symbols of China is the fan. Have you ever used a fan? What did you use it for? Probably in the summer, right, when you're hot? So in China, fans are used for more than just blocking the sun and cooling down. Fans are often made as works of art for use in special dance performances or as special gifts. The artwork on fans has special meaning. In China, fans are also seen as a good luck charms. Fans with flowers on them are meant to symbolize wealth, prosperity, and good luck. They can be made of paper, silk, feathers, or even leaves. Today we are going to make our own fans out of paper. First we're going to paint flower blossoms on it, and then we will fold it up to make a fan. You will also learn some Chinese writing to put on your fan. So in your kits that we are sending, I've got a printout of different Chinese writing that you can do on your fan. So this is mine, and I just wanted to show you my symbols in here. So I actually made a mistake and put my symbol down at the bottom. So when we're doing this, think about putting your symbol up at the top of your paper, not at the bottom, because we're gonna fold it. So I just wanted to show you that to make sure that you don't make the same mistake as I did. So we're gonna start with a piece of paper, and it should be this one, it's this size here. And we're gonna take the black paint that was provided, and we're gonna take a clump of it and put it here on this paper. And now what we need is our straw, and we're gonna need our 2 Q-tips that were provided, and you're gonna need a little bit of tape. I chose red because my flowers are gonna be red. So I'm gonna take the black paint, and then I'm gonna dip my paintbrush into some water. And the reason I'm doing that is because I just wanna thin out some of this paint, because we have to use a straw and blow the paint across the table on our paper. So I'm going to take a blob of this paint, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to make a line. And another line here. Now these are going to be your tree branches. And so I just want to create a little effect and then add a little paint to those lines, so that when we blow, we have enough paint that can go outward. You'll see. So the effect is really neat. So you just want to make sure you have enough paint on there, and it takes a long time to dry because the more paint you put. So I'm going to set the paint aside. I'm going to take my straw, and I'm just going to blow on it, and I'm going to go like this. So then, if you don't get too dizzy from blowing on the paint, you can see it's done a really cool effect, and it makes it different than just lobbing the paint on. So it makes it have a really cool, interesting kind of effect. So then I'm going to do red paint for cherry blossoms. So I'm going to rinse my brush. Actually, I'll probably take a second brush here, and I'm just going to dab it in some of this red. And I'm just going to make sure that it's on my plate. So you guys can use your Q-tips and grab some of that red paint as well. So I'm going to show you. So the red paint's applied on the paper, and I'm actually going to paint the flowers using my Q-tip. And so I'm not going to touch the black because the black is obviously still drying. So then I'm just gonna create, now cherry blossoms, they have 5 petals. So I'm gonna keep that in mind while I'm creating. I've got 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 1 flower so far. So then I'm gonna do another one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you don't have to keep doing 5 because some of those petals can be underneath the branches and things like that. So I'm going to consider that on my next one, and I'm just going to do 3 here. So it looks like it's kind of underneath, maybe 1 coming out over on the other side, just so it looks different. And then I'm going to do 1 more up here. 1 petal, 2 petal, 3, 4. So I got some with 5, some with 4, and some with 3. And then maybe just 1 more right here. Make them a little smaller. The smaller they are, the further away they look. So now up close it looks different and you're thinking, that doesn't look like a cherry blossom tree. But wait till you see what we do. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of my white paint, and I'm going to take my second Q-tip and I'm going to dip it in, and then I'm just going to spot a couple of white dots in here for the center of the flower. And it's okay if it mixes a little bit because it makes it a little pink, it adds a little interest to it. So it's really just okay to go in there even if it's still wet. I'm going to add 1 more over here, maybe there. So this is what I have. This is going to dry. So I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm going to show you one. This is one that my 9-year-old daughter did, and I'm going to teach you how to fold it. So I'm going to move all my paint aside so I don't spill anything, and I'm going to turn my paper over, and I'm going to fold just a small line straight across, and I'm going to press it down. Then I'm going to flip my paper and fold again. I'm going to keep flipping my paper, and I want my folds to match up evenly as best as I know how. So every fold I'm flipping my paper, and what this is going to do is create the fan effect. So then you'll see it looks like in a little accordion. And then she painted a whole bunch of designs on hers. And so, and I had painted, I had mentioned the dragon symbol I did. So you can take your symbols, and after everything is dry, because you don't want to go in while it's still wet, and you can paint some symbols on, and then you can do the fold if you choose. So we have our fold here, and I'm just going to refold it. And we're going to pinch it at the bottom so that it's fanned out. Just a small, maybe 1/2 inch pinch so that it looks like that. And then we're going to take our tape. Now I have red tape, I'm very lucky. Now everybody's going to have red tape, but you can use whatever color you want, even if it's regular tape. And you're going to tape around the bottom of your fan. And there you have your little Chinese fan.